All right, race fans, let's recap a big Wednesday we had here at Delaware Park, June 3rd. The weather was spectacular. We had a nice crowd out here. Thanks to all our fans and bettors and horsemen and horses for putting on a great show. We had 3 carryovers. All the pick fives had carryovers this afternoon, and we debuted a new exciting wager. The $3 all-turf pick 3 starts in race 3, so lots of exciting wagering action on Wednesday. Let's get right to the racing action here in race 1. Race 1 kicks off the popular early pick 5. They bet over 132,000 into the early pick 5 on Wednesday with that carryover. The carryover is a little over 14,000 going in to Wednesday. We're going 6 furlongs here in the opener, claiming 5,000 filly mares 3 and up. Let's check out the action with the voice of Delaware Park, Josh Brown, with the call of Wednesday's race 1.
Way and running, good start. Style to Follow was the first one to go, showing good early speed is Dissolute, and Infatuation is right there too. Next door to that one is Penny Polka as they settle down, and now passing the first opening furlong, it's Dissolute who comes away with the lead, and it's a comfortable lead too. 3 of them chase her speed, and that's Infatuation who stays towards the rail. Penny Polka teams up with her, and Magnolia Wind trying to break a case of second-itis already comes under a heavy drive. Unicycle has 2 beaten deep on the track as Style to Follow, and the trailer's Chuck Carrera. Here's 3 furlongs to go, and Dissolute just trying to run up the score at 9-2 has built up a 7-length lead. Penny Polka takes up the chase in second. Magnolia Wind gets on track and making a move on the far outside is Style to Follow as they turn for home. Dissolute trying to hold on for another 3/16 of a mile, leads by 4 evaporating lengths. Magnolia Wind is taking dead aim. Here comes a move from Unicycle up the inside of Magnolia Wind. Now trying to press past Dissolute and Unicycle. Magnolia Wind getting on track. Unicycle showing up late in front of Dissolute and Penny Polka. Magnolia Wind has scored first. Second went to Unicycle. Third goes to Penny Polka. And Dissolute faded to fourth.
Your leading jockey of the meet, Paco Lopez, wins the opener on Magnolia Wind, who went off 1-2 and paid $3 to win for trainer Mike Simone. The Simone Bar now with 5 wins at the meet. They're off to a good start. This 6-year-old mare by Central Banker, now a 4-time winner. She's now made close to $100,000 in career earnings. Let's turn the page here. Race 2 would kick off the early pick 4. We're going 6 furlongs. Maiden claiming $7,500 for 3-year-olds and upward. Let's check out the action from race 2.
Away and running. Another good start. Speed on the inside from Party on Rufus. Tyrus is also showing good early toe, and Spurious is right there too. So it's Party on Rufus who makes a break forward and leads by almost a length and a half. Spurious takes up the chase in second, and Bold Statement sweetly rides that rail. Uncle Zeb's deep on the track with Tyrus teaming up with that one, and the one that wants no part of the action is Good Night America. They got 4 furlongs to go, and Party on Rufus trying to relax that lead, only leads by 1. Chasing hard in that second place position is Bold Statement, and Spurious loops up on the far outside. Uncle Zeb's now in front of Tyrus, and still a long looking last is the longest shot on the board, Good Night America. They just passed the 5/16 pole, and it's still Party on Rufus calling the shots, but Spurious is taking dead aim at 5-1 at the top of the stretch. Bold Statement, the favorite, has to do better, going very wide. They swing, and it's Spurious who now strikes the front. Party on Rufus has no more to give. Trying to close late is Bold Statement. Late on the scene is Uncle Zeb, but inside the final 16th of a mile, Spurious is pouring it on over Party on Rufus, and Bold Statement, Spurious with a good-looking score. Party on Rufus held second, Bold Statement third, and Tyrus finished fourth.
Spurious, the 4-year-old son of Authentic, breaks his maiden in career start number 16. He wins for trainer Mario Lopez, and 7-pound apprentice Marvin Fernandez was aboard for the winning ride. Spurious went off 5-1 and paid $12 to win race 2. Let's take a look here at race 3. Race 3 would kick off the middle pick 5 with that carryover over 9,800, and they would bet almost 100,000 into the middle pick 5 starting race 3. Also race 3, we started our new wager on Wednesday. Race 3 starts the $3 all-turf pick 3 here in race 3. We're going 7.5 furlongs on a firm turf course, rail setting at 22 feet, claiming 12.5 for 3-year-olds and upward. Let's see what happens here in race 3.
Away and running. Slow to go was Modica. Zingala's King was quick off the blocks. Amusing Mischief is right there too. And RJ comes with a surging run to strike the front. Battle Call comes away in that 4th place position as they go up and around the first turn. It's RJ at the head of the group. Leaves the rail wide open for Battle Call. And Amusing Mischief is 3 wide for the backstretch run. Zingala's King's even deeper than that. And Catahoula Moon is eager to go in that 4th place position. Create Trouble rides that PVC in front of Wicked Finn. Second to last is Modica. And Tool Pursers at the back of the pass. The pace is hot for our first turf race of the season. And it's RJ who spearheads the field and leads 3/4 of a length. But Battle Call right there at the half-mile pole is in hand under the rider's hands. There's a gap of 3 back to Amusing Mischief on the outside. And Catahoula Moon continues to ride that rail. Zingala's King is deep on the track. Create Trouble continues to stay at that rail as they navigate the far turn. So Battle Call now comes with a surging run to strike the front. RJ's trying to match strides with him, and they've spaced the rest, including Amusing Mischief, Catahoula Moon, and Create Trouble as they turn for home. Battle Call comes rolling off the turn with a decisive lead of 1. RJ's trying to battle hard. Late on the scene is Create Trouble and Wicked Finn inside the concluding stages. It's Battle Call still in front. Create Trouble is flying. Create Trouble's going to win it. Create Trouble, the favorite up in the final jump. To beat Battle Call, RJ, 4th place photo between Tool Pusher and Wicked Finn.
The Ricky Dutcho Jr. barn's a perfect 3 for 3 shipping down here from New York. They get the money here with Create Trouble with the 5-pound apprentice Jetsit Hazelwood aboard the 6-year-old son of Into Mischief, who's now a 5-time winner. He's made close to $250,000. He went off 6 to 5 and paid $4.60 to win race 3. Let's take a look here at race 4. Race 4 would have a carryover in the late pick 5, over 15,000. That would bet over 80,000 new money into the late pick 5. Starting race 4, we're going 6 furlongs, claiming 12-5. Filly and mares 3 and up, never won 2 lifetime. Let's see what happens here in race 4.
Away and running. Good speed today for Gwen to win, and Rua's right there too. Mighty Lindsay, one of the popular picks today, is in that 3rd place position, and Vino Bella punches up the inside to take that position away. Crimson Red is in front of 1, and Radio Gugu's last of all. So Vina Bella now wins that 3-ply battle up top, but Gwen to win sticks with her speed, and so does Rua. A dream trip today for Mighty Lindsay, but was caught a little wide, now ducks to the inside. Crimson Red continues to ride that rail, and Radio Gugu needs to do a little better than that. Around the bend with 3 furlongs to go, Vina Bella struts her stuff to a 1-length lead. Gwen to win has continued to shadow the speed. Mighty Lindsay with the money on is only 4 lengths down, but comes under a heavy drive. In the meantime, Vino Bella is in hand, and she's in full command at the top of the stretch and kicks away when asked and has opened a daylight lead. Gwen to win is trying to hold second. Mighty Lindsay did not have it on the day, and Crimson Red battles that one, but inside the final 16th of a mile, Vino Bella with a polishing looking win. Vino Bella just trounced the other ladies. Gwen to win was second, Mighty Lindsay third, Crimson Red was fourth.
The Michael Simone barn picks up their 2nd win of the day as Vino Bella steps up in class, first off the claim, and the 4-year-old daughter of Vino Rosso wins for the 2nd time in her lifetime. And this filly also gives the 5-pound apprentice Jetsit Hazelwood his 2nd win of the day. Vino Bella went off at 2 to 1, paid $6.40 to win race 4. Let's take a look here at race 5. Race 5 would kick off the late pick 4. It's a upper level allowance feature of the day. A 2 other than for filly and mares 3 and up. Optional claiming 32,000, going a mile on the firm turf with the rail setting at 22 feet. Let's see what happens here in the Wednesday feature.
Away and running. Nice level start. Good speed on the outside from My Little Wildcat. Mischief Maxie going to try to protect that rail, and Sophie's Cruiser's right there too, and this pace is hot. And Super Willy Waw gets a perfect chase of speed in that fourth place position. Cairo Street has one beaten, and Amy's Symphony goes a little wide around the first turn past the 6 furlong stick. And it's Sophie's Cruiser. She wanted the lead and got it, and leads by a length and a long tail over My Little Wildcat, who's starting to inject more pace in second, and a gap of 3 back to Mischief Maxie, who wrangles off the speed in third with the money on Super Willy Waw. Travels sweetly on the outside in fourth, 3 paths off the rail. There's a gap of 3 back to Cairo Street, and Amy Symphony still plotting that attack from last. Half mile from home, Sophie Cruiser now relaxed the lead, but the lead's down to 1 as My Little Wildcat takes a crack. The red cap of Super Willy Waw looms large on the far outside, and Mischief Maxie rides that rail. Amy Symphony's picked off 1, and Cairo Street still last of all. So here comes Super Willy Waw in hand and in full command, passing the quarter pole. Sophie's Cruiser tries to dig deep and find more. Amy Symphony is starting to launch a bid as they turn for home. Super Willy Waw kicks for the cash and leads by 1. Amy Symphony taking dead aim, and Cairo Street moves into third. They're at the gap, and Super Willy Waw, she just kept on finding today. The back stakes class of Super Willy Waw shining through, and the heavy favorites got it done. Super Willy Waw has won it. Amy Symphony second, Cairo Street third, Mischief Maxie was fourth.
Super Willy Waw, the homebred for Live Oak Plantation, and trainer Mike Trombetta, 4-year-old filly by Hard Spun, picks up her third lifetime win. She's now made over $100,000 in career earnings. She gives jockey Paco Lopez his second win of the day. Nice training job, Mike Trombetta. Super Willy Waw went off 1-5 and paid $2.40 to win the Wednesday feature. The early pick 5 that paid out here in race 5, early pick 5 paid $171.30. Let's take a look here at race 6 to kick off the final pick 3 of the day. We're going a mile 70 yards on the main track. Nice first level allowance condition for 3-year-olds and upward. Let's see what happens here in race 6.
Away and running. Mad Banker was the first one to ping. Prince Colton takes the lead with excellent ease. Then you have Night Raven chasing Game Time Gladiator, and La Hooligan is wide and out of trouble. 7.5 furlongs to go. Prince Colton, the last one in and the first one away, shows the way by a length and a half. Mad Banker passes the 7 furlong point trying to hold second and ducks off the rail. Game Time Gladiator got shoved to the middle part of the track to be in third, and Night Raven chases a paceless affair in fourth, and La Hooligans last of all. They lead the first turn behind, and Prince Colton has no excuses today. True to form, showing off that dazzling speed and shows the way by a length. Mad Banker continuing to stalk in second position, and the favorites are 1-2 more or less. There's a gap of 3 back to a hustled Game Time Gladiator who's passed by Night Raven, and La Hooligan makes a decisive split. They just passed the 4 furlong pole, and it's Prince Colton still holding on the 3/4 of a length lead. Reins gets shaken at Mad Banker to stay with the speed in second. A wide trip for Game Time Gladiator. Night Raven was shown the whip, and La Hooligans in between rivals midpoint of the second turn. Mad Banker takes the fight to Prince Colton as that quarter pulls in sight, and here comes the 4-5 favorite Mad Banker, who glides up to Prince Colton at the top of the stretch. Mad Banker kicks first with a long half-length lead. Prince Colton is trying to dig deep and find more. A distant third, La Hooligan with Night Raven and Game Time Gladiator, and now the favorite's gone. Mad Banker now running up the score. Prince Colton holding on to second. La Hooligan runs for the balance, and that's how they'll finish. Mad Banker, the favorite, obliges. Prince Colton second, La Hooligan third, and Game Time Gladiator was fourth.
Mad Banker would give jockey Paco Lopez his third win on the afternoon. The 5-year-old son of Central Banker, now a 6-time winner. He's now made close to $250,000 in career earnings. He wins for your leading trainer, Jamie Nass, and his main owners, Madison Avenue Racing Stable and Morris Kernan Jr. Mad Banker went off 4-5 and paid $3.80 to win race 6. So let's see if Paco was done yet. Would he would have mounts in races 7 and 8. Let's see what happens here. Race 7, another turf race. Race 7, a 12,000 starter allowance for filly mares, going a mile and a 16th on a firm turf course rail at 22 feet. Let's see what happens here in race 7.
Locked up. Away and running. Good speed in the center for the long shot. Force Acclamation. The red cap of Differently is right there, and so is the Money Monkey. Birdie Rose rides that rail, and deep on the track is Don't Tell Darren. And 6 of them line up behind the top 4, including Force Acclamation. And Expecting a Winner makes a bold middle move. Classicals Finales in front of Gervanize, Princess Javonica, and Cha Cha Chap is now in 8th. Up and around the first turn they go. Differently spearheads the field and shows away by a cozy length and a half. The Money Monkeys off the fence in a clear-cut second, and Birdie Rose stays parked against that plastic fence in that third place position. Don't Tell Darren now floats out a little wide for the clear shot of the top 3, and Expecting a Winner is in a joint 5th. Classicals Finale teams up with that one with Cha Cha Chap near the back half of the field. Princess Javonica heads Force Acclamation, and the trailer continues to be Gervanized, so they're halfway home, and Differently continues to lead and trying to slow this down to a crawl at the 3.5, leads by 1. The Money Monkey shadows every step of the way in second. Don't Tell Darren's had a wide trip with 3 furlongs to go. Birdie Rose continues to stay at that rail. Expecting a Winner tries a loop past Classicals Finale, and then you have the back markers including Princess Javonica, Gervanize, Cha Cha Chap, and the trailers Force Acclamation as they swing for home. It's Differently with that speed on display, leading by a length and a half. Birdie Rose has every single chance to run her down, and a distant third on the outside. Here comes Expecting a Winner, wider than that. Princess Javonica, Classicals Finale is showing up late, but Birdie Rose had the jump, getting close to the finish, and Birdie Rose has won it. Second place went to Princess Javonica over Expecting a Winner, and Differently finished 4th.
Birdie Rose will give jockey Paco Lopez his 4th win of the day. He won race 1 and he won 5, 6, and 7, so he gets the natural hat trick. And Birdie Rose, the 6-year-old mare by Cairo Prince, now a 4-time winner. She's now made over $160,000 in career earnings. She wins for trainer Jose Gallegos, who's now won 3 races from about 5 or 6 starters at the meet, so he's off to a good start. The middle pick 5 that started race 3 with that carryover, middle pick 5 paid $125, and the $3 all-turf pick 3 that started race 3, it was races 3, 5, and 7. You had the 2 favorites. We had favorites win all 3 legs of the $3 all-turf pick 3. The race 3 winner paid $460, race 5 winner paid $240, and race 7 pays $480, and you still get $212.40 on the $3 all-turf pick 3 payout. So that's a nice big score with 3 favorites winning the turf races today. So congratulations to all the winning connections there of Birdie Rose. Paco wouldn't be done yet. He has a mount here in race 8. Let's see what happens here in race 8. A claiming 7,500 for 3 and up, going 5.5 furlongs. Let's check out the action here from the Wednesday finale.
Away and running. He broke on a line. 12 Nelson shows good early speed. Battle Warrior does too. And Banjo smartly backs off the pace battle in 3rd. Risk Factor came away a handy 4th. And Federal Exchange is not far behind. They raced to the 4 furlong point. And Battle Warrior is in battle indeed with 12 Nelson. And these two go to the mat. And lurking right behind the both of them is Risk Factor with no excuses today. Banjo's caught with a 4-wide trip, and Federal Exchange is the last one to turn. Inside 3 furlongs to go, and there goes Risk Factor. The gray now looms a winning threat to Battle Warrior. 12 Nelson tries to dig deep and find more. Banjo's late on the scene. Federal Exchange now gets his legs at the top of the stretch, where Risk Factor cuts and runs for home and leads by 1.5 expanding lengths. Battle Warrior gives way in second. In the center of the track, Federal Exchange battles Banjo for the balance, but just another day in the office for jockey Paco Lopez. 5 wins on the Wednesday get-together. Risk Factor has won it. Federal Exchange came flying late to get second. Battle Warrior 3rd, and Banjo was 4th.
Well, jockey Paco Lopez, he won race 1 today, and then he sweeps the late pick 4. He won races 5, 6, 7, and 8 to give him 5 wins on our Wednesday afternoon here at Delaware Park. He wins on Risk Factor for owner Philip DeCosmo and trainer Anthony Pecoraro. 4-year-old son of Volatile, now a 3-time winner. He's made close to $100,000 in career earnings. He went off 2 to 5 and paid $2.80 to win race 8. If you hit the late pick 5 on Wednesday, that paid $77.20. Congratulations to Paco Lopez on another big day, winning 5 races on Wednesday. Let's get a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to tell you about the big feature we have for you on Thursday. We'll be right back. Well, if you enjoyed the nice weather on Wednesday, we're going to do it all again on Thursday. The weather on Thursday is supposed to be outstanding once again. It looks like we have nice weather all this week here at Delaware Park. So let me tell you about the Thursday feature. We have an 8-race card. First race post time at about 12:20. The $3 all-turf pick 3. That will start in race 3. The races on the turf are races 3, 5, and 7, with race 5 being the feature. It's a 2 other than allowance condition for 3-year-olds and upward. Optional claiming $32,000, going a mile 70 yards on the turf. Your 2-to-1 morning line favorite in race 5 Thursday is the 3 Uncle's Gold with Paco Lopez, fresh off that 5-win day on Wednesday. Paco rides his 4-year-old colt by Uncle Mo, a homebred for Live Oak Plantation and trader Mike Trombetta. They won the feature on Wednesday, and they have the favored in the feature on Thursday. Uncle's Gold's a 3-time winner overall on the turf from 5 starts. He has a win, a second, and a third. He just had a nice win against Stakes Company at Tampa back in March with an 84 Beyer speed figure, and he gets Paco Lopez. So the 3 Uncle's Gold should be tough to beat in the Thursday feature. Trainer Lindsay Schultz, she ships in here to Delaware with some nice runners. She has the 1 Pineland at 4-to-1 morning line. Martin Shawan will ride that horse. So a nice 8-horse field in race 5, the feature of the day for Thursday. Thanks to all our fans and bettors and horsemen for putting on a great show. Thanks to all the horses for putting on a great show as well. Our handle for Wednesday, a little over 1.7 million in handle. So thanks again to all our bettors and our horsemen and our horses. Have a great Wednesday night. We hope to see you on Thursday.
There's only one